Now we're on to turn 4 in the God Kings, and this represents the years 1425 BCE down through 1400 BCE. So all of the players began by collecting their tributes and their wood points, and the Mitanni are hard pressed this time because they've been attacked by everyone, and they get no tribute from the province of Mari this time. And also, the Egyptian pharaoh Amenhotep II's reign as pharaoh is short-lived. I don't know. Maybe he got whacked at the Red Sea or something like that. But he is succeeded by Amenhotep III, and he is an inferior leader. Also, the Hittites have a change in their royal palace as Arnumanda I ascends to the throne, and he is a little bit more ambitious than his predecessor. We'll see how this works out. Also, the Kassites have a successor in play, but he has not ascended to the throne yet. And then we go into turn 1. During round 1, the Egyptian player uses the Royal Hunt event. So Amenhotep III and his court apparently go on a hunting expedition, and they get 1 victory point for this. The Mitanni, on the other hand, are still having internal problems, and this is because the Kassites have played the event Popular Upheaval on them against the province of Ishua. So all of the Mitanni control in Ishua is removed. Then the Hittites use the Oriental Cruelty event, and they place control in Ishua as well as in some of the wooded area. Also, the Mitanni king Artatama I marches with the army to face the Egyptians at Carchemish. And here, Pharaoh Amenhotep III is present with his army. Both sides attempt chariot charges. They fail, but the Mitanni are able to use a battle card for a +2 die roll modifier. So this helps them to win the victory, but both sides suffer some losses. But the Mitanni do collect a victory point. The Pharaoh of Egypt decides to retreat to Nahrin, and they lose an additional step to their chariot force. Apparently, 1 is left behind in the walls of Carchemish. Then in round 2, the Egyptian warlord, who has been left in charge back in Canaan, decides to move against the Megiddo force using the ways of Horus on Sinai. The Megiddo chariots fail all of their efforts to conduct a charge, so the battle continues, and the Egyptians are victorious and they collect a victory point. Then the Megiddo army retreats back into Gaza. The Kassites use a card to modify their successor roll, and it works. And Kurigalzu I rises to power, and he's a better leader than his predecessor. So this is a perfect opportunity now for the Kassites to use a minor campaign card. And they bring the Mitanni general to battle, and the Mitanni attempts to evade combat but fails and suffers a step loss as the army retreats to Dur Katlimu. And the Kassites are successful, and the king gains control of Turga, which gives the Kassites control of the province of Mari. The Hittite king moves to the coastline along the Great Sea and captures a port there, and the Mitanni leader uses a raid to force the Babylonians to deal with that during the next round. I believe they lose a card for that. There is a lot of action on round 3. Egypt uses a minor campaign card to activate the general in Sinai, and he attacks the remnant of the Megiddo army, which ends in an Egyptian victory, and the army of Megiddo is eliminated, and Gaza falls to the Egyptians. And then the other Egyptian general continues the siege at Adania, and this succeeds, and that also falls to the Egyptian kingdom. Also, the Babylonian general marches into Assyria to address the Arameans, and then the Hatti take control of the city of Hoyuk on the Great Sea. And the Mitanni king, Ardashama I, continues his siege at Carchemish, but this fails. Then in round 4, the Egyptians play the Oriental Cruelty card to take control of cities near Tarsha. The Kassite king decides to march against Paddan Aram, and then the Hittites use a minor campaign card. Then they make a naval move to Enkomi, and then the Hittite general marches into the mountains of Hushadina. There's nothing that the Mitanni can really do here, so the event Flood in Samaria is played. Round 5 is just shoring up. The Egyptians claim one more city in the eastern part of the Great Sea. The Babylonians put a garrison in the city of Mari. The Hittites take control of Paphros, and the Mitanni convert one city in Carchemish. And turn 4 comes to an end with the Mitanni still in the lead after having a very bad turn. They have 48 victory points, but Egypt is in a close second with 47 victory points. The Babylonians have 40, and the Hittites have 32. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned if you'd like to see what happens on turn 5 of the God Kings.